Hello, amazing Java developers. Welcome to another exciting tutorial. Today, we are diving into a super important topic for building high-performance applications, Redis caching with Spring Boot. Have you ever noticed your application slowing down because it keeps fetching the same data from the database repeatedly? Well, caching is your superhero solution. In this video, we will learn what caching is, why Redis is a fantastic choice for it, and how incredibly easy Spring Boot makes it to integrate. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to implement basic Redis caching in your own Spring Boot projects, making them faster and more efficient. So, grab your virtual whiteboards and let us get started on this journey to optimize our applications. Alright, let us start by understanding the why behind caching. Imagine your application is like a busy librarian. Every time a user asks for a book, the librarian has to go all the way to the main archive, find the book, and bring it back. This takes time, especially if many users ask for the same popular book. Now, what if the librarian kept the most popular books right at the front desk? That is exactly what caching does. Instead of always hitting the slow database, we store frequently accessed data in a super-fast, temporary storage area called a cache. Redis, which stands for Remote Dictionary Server, is an incredibly popular, open-source, in-memory data structure store. It is known for its lightning-fast performance because it stores data in random access memory, or RAM, making it perfect for caching. It is like having a super-efficient assistant at the front desk who can instantly retrieve those popular books. Now, how does Spring Boot make this magic happen? Spring Boot provides a powerful caching abstraction layer that simplifies caching implementation significantly. You do not need to write complex caching logic yourself. First, to activate caching in your Spring Boot application, you simply add the @enableCaching annotation to your main application class. This tells Spring Boot, hey, I want to use caching in this application. Then, for any method whose results you want to cache, you just annotate it with @cacheable. When this method is called for the first time with specific arguments, Spring Boot executes the method, stores its result in the cache, and then returns it. For subsequent calls with the same arguments, Spring Boot will cleverly intercept the call, check the cache first, and if the data is there, it will return the cached result immediately without even executing your method. This saves precious time and resources. Let us put this into practice with a simple example. To configure Redis, we just add a few lines to our application.properties file specifying the Redis host and port. Then, we will have a simple product class that needs to implement the serializable interface because Redis stores objects as byte streams. Next, in our product service, we will mark a method, say getProductByte with @cacheable. We specify a cache name, for example, products, and a key, which could be the product identifier. This tells Spring Boot to cache the product object based on its identifier. What if the product data changes in the database? We need to update or remove it from the cache. For this, we use @cacheAwait. By annotating a method like updateProduct or deleteProduct with @cacheAwait, we ensure that when the underlying data changes, the corresponding entry is removed from the cache, keeping our cache fresh and consistent with the database. This is how we maintain data integrity while enjoying the speed benefits of caching. While caching is powerful, it is easy to make a few common mistakes. One frequent oversight is forgetting to add the @enable caching annotation to your main Spring Boot application class. Without it, your @cacheable and @cacheable annotations will simply be ignored. Another common issue is not making your cached objects serializable. Remember, Redis stores data as byte streams, so your custom objects must implement serializable. Also, be careful with your cache keys. If your key strategy is too broad or too narrow, you might either cache too much irrelevant data or miss caching opportunities. For best practices, always design your cache keys carefully to ensure uniqueness and relevance. Use @cacheable or @cacheput strategically to manage cache consistency when data changes. And finally, consider monitoring your cache hit ratio and eviction policies to fine-tune your caching strategy for optimal performance. These small tips can make a big difference in your application's efficiency. And there you have it. We have covered the essentials of Redis caching with Spring Boot. We learned that caching dramatically improves application performance by reducing database load and response times. Redis, with its in-memory speed, is an excellent choice for a cache store. Spring Boot makes integration incredibly simple with its caching abstraction, primarily through the @enable caching, @cacheable, and @cacheable annotations. Remember to configure Redis in your application.properties and ensure your cached objects are serializable. Implementing these techniques will make your applications much faster and more responsive. I hope this tutorial has given you a solid foundation to start using Redis caching in your own projects. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting Java programming tutorials. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coding!